Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. Yeah, been a bit poorly for the last couple of days. I was supposed to go up on Monday to Vienna from where we live near Graz to get a MRI scan for this cancer that I had with this prostate thing, and unfortunately couldn't go. For some reason I must have eaten something on Sunday, and by Sunday night I was really ill. Terrible runs, I won't go into detail, you can imagine. But I was so bad I couldn't even drive, so I basically spent all day on Monday in bed, had like a fever. It was terrible. But I did manage yesterday to get my wife back up to Vienna, and we went and had a look at a vehicle that we were interested in buying. As it turns out, we bought the car. It's a Mercedes V-Class. It's a 250D Avant-Garde. It's really nice, 7-seater, so it's 2 seats in the front, the 2 seats in the back, and then 3 bench seats across the back. But you can have it in any way you want. You can have the 3 in the front, the 2 in the back, and so on and so forth. The nice thing about it is all the seats come out, so it's perfect for me for coming to the UK to buy parts, panels, and so on and so forth. Because anything reasonably larger, I have to bring the trailer with me, and that's obviously an issue. Because of the 100 k's an hour max you can do with a double axle trailer. Anyway, so we've bought the vehicle, and I'm going to show you a little bit in the video of what it looks like. This is not the vehicle we're buying, but it gives you an idea of what the car's like. It's the same style vehicle, but ours is bronze, and the seating is tan, a tan interior. Very similar, I think I mentioned it in the video, it's very similar to Tom Shorrock's interior in his Mini, which is really nice. It hasn't got the stitching in it, but it's really nice. Yeah, and it means I can use it at IMM, because I intend to bring my Mini on a trailer, not because I don't have confidence in it getting there, for a number of reasons. There's 2 of us coming, and I want to pick up a load of parts while I'm in the UK. Sorry, so what's that? I want to pick up a lot of parts while I'm in the UK, and the vehicle's perfect, so I can take the seats out and leave them here in the garage and come with an empty van, really, for all intents and purposes. So as I say, we're just waiting to get a tow hitch on it before we actually bring it in, and I'll show you when it comes. And a couple of quick shout outs I want to do. You know, I like to shout out some of these other sites, but there's 2 here I wanted to mention. It used to be Simon Ayton. This is a guy in Australia who's got a mini van. He originally was a panel van, and then he put windows in it. But he's changed his site name now. It's called Fix and Jiggers. That's FIX''N JIGGERZ. Fix and Jiggers. It must be an Aussie term. I don't know. Really nice guy, this Simon Ayton. He's working on this Mark 1 Mini van, or Mark 1 Mini estate car. It really is now. It does some really nice work on it, so have a look at that one. And the other one is Piper Doug. Now, if you're not familiar with Piper Doug, this guy is great value. He's as funny as hell, very quirky guy, lives in the prairies in Canada, and he's just fun to watch. He has a mini shell that he's called the Dumpster, and he's making it into a pickup from a body of a Mini, but with, I think it's a Toyota or something. He's basically fixing the shell of the car onto this Toyota. I think it's a Toyota or something like that. That doesn't really matter. It's just the way his process, he goes through that, and he does quite a bit on farming. But the guy's top value, really brilliant sense of humour. So please look in on that, Piper Doug. Anyway, so I'm going to show you a little bit of this van that we've got, and I'll go in the garage and show you some of the other things we're up to. We put the back window in the Mini because I got a brand new seal rubber for the back glass from Mini Spares, and it fitted perfect. So what we're going to do, because people have asked, is I'm going to take the window out of the front of the car, because the seal I got from Mini Sport just really isn't good. There's something, to be honest, all the rubber now and all the seals I will not buy from Mini Sport. I'm not knocking them, but I think the quality is pretty ropey. You can even see the join badly. So all the rubber seals and stuff like that I'll be buying from Mini Sport, which I used to go to before anyway. So it's entirely up to you who you use, but I can only tell you from experience, the difference in the quality of the rubber from Mini Sport to Mini Spares. Mini Spares is much better, and Mini Sport is really, the quality is not good. But again, it's up to you. You know, I can only give you what I feel or advice. But we've had nothing but trouble fitting in, and we've fitted quite a few windows. So it's entirely up to you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and be good to each other, and catch you in a few days when I'm feeling better, hopefully. This one's got a lot less mileage, a lot less kilometres. This one's only got 2,500 kilometres. So the one we have is just on 9,000 kilometres, so that's 6,000 miles. So it's barely run in. But this is basically the same specs. So I'll just show you what it looks like. Ours is bronze, a bronze colour, and the seating is Napa leather with it's a kind of brown colour, very similar to Tom Shorrock's Mini inside. So the seating is the same, the walnut dash, the walnut veneer in the back is the same, all electric. You can see that this walnut veneer is the same. These are beige, the seats, but ours are like a brown, like I say, like Tom Shorrock's Mini. Really nice sat nav, 360 controls all the way around, so you can see where you're reversing into. Same seating, 2 in the front, 3 in the back, or 7. So there's two front seats, 2 here, and 3 in the back. And this can be configured in any way you want. So you can actually put these in the front, or take the whole lot out, which is what I want to do. So when I come to the UK, I can bring it empty and bring loads of stuff. This is a nice feature on the back of them. This glass comes up on its own, so you can actually put stuff inside, or you can lift the whole tailgate, which is electronic, of course. Yeah, and this is a nice idea. This little bench seat for putting on the luggage, or putting it underneath so it can't be seen, which comes with it. And as I say, it's got a panoramic view all the way around. Very, very nice. These are the same kind of wheels that go with it, but not really the nice V-class front on it. So yeah, really looking forward to getting it. So what we're waiting for now is they're going to put a tow bar on it, because obviously I need that for towing the trailer. So I'll just sort of show you where we're at with the red Mini. That's not staying on it. I just put it on it was a piece I had upstairs. You can see that the back window's in, and this is a heated rear window, but you can see the heating elements there right on the very top. Rather than it be through the screen, they just look a bit nicer. They're a little bit expensive, I think, for what they are. We've got to once you can see that's the overlap of the roof interior, and obviously once we open this to put the security strip in, that I'll go over that, but we will cut that back before we. Now this rubber is from Mini Spares at Potter's Bar, and it came on Monday morning when I was a little bit ill. Wasn't feeling particularly well, and I had most of the day in bed because I was really rough. I think I don't know what it was, a bit of food poison or something. I don't know what it was, but and Amir put it in. But what we are going to do is I'm going to order a front one from Mini Spares as well, because this one was extremely difficult to get in, and you can see it's extremely tight. It just didn't go in very well. You know, some places it's okay, that the opening is good. It's just the rubber's not as good quality as the one at the back. So I'm going to order that from Mini Spares. This particular rubber is from Mini Sport, and also with the doors, I ordered their seals. You can see that door there is really good. You know, there's no. You know, normally with the Mini doors, especially with new rubbers, they tend to stick out a little bit, and you can see there's no stick out at all. Everything's good on the shut lines, and you can see this is a brand new. And I much prefer these seals. These are the ones that have the openings in them there and fit together there. They seem to be a much better seal because they squodge up. I'll have to slam the door a little bit. There's no interior on the glass, so it might make the glass shut. But if you give it a reasonable slam, you can see there, this is a brand new one, so it's reasonably tight, but for a first time on, that's not too bad at all. Yeah, so, and again you can see there, that's a really nice finish on the door, no problems with it at all. So yeah, so I'm sorry we didn't show this one, but it's the same principle, and the front ones tend to be the harder ones to do anyway. So what we'll do is we'll take this out when I get the new one, when Amir comes back, and we'll put the mini sport one in, because this really was an absolute sod to get in, and we know the opening's good because we test fitted it. So we'll show that on camera. And I'm basically waiting now for the crankshaft and shells to turn up for this engine, so I can get it over to Max, so we can get this engine built up, because I really want to get this finished. I want to get these two cars tested before the end of April. Mine will be done before the end of April, but I'd like this one to be done as well, because I want to get it done and out. And yeah, because we've got so many other projects need doing, and obviously the E-Type will be serviced by then as well. We've got so many projects to do. This XK test rig has got to be done. I'm just almost ready now to put the water in this thing. So I'll get the water in it, get it ready to go, get the fuel tank finished up, fuel pumps, and get it starting off the key. And as you can see, we're going to put the battery in here, and then we can test drive it, make sure everything's really good, and then I can build up the other XK chassis and put all this running gear, the floorboards we made up, and the bracketry work, and the test frame, if you like, and the seats and so whatever, back onto the other one and test that as well, because I don't need this chassis you know, running all the time. I'll need to get that one lastly done, because the body on that is already finished, whereas the body on this car, on my car, isn't. And then eventually get these two down to the lower garage, but we need to wait for this tent to turn up, this industrial tent that we've got. So what I'm thinking of doing is taking like I said, on this car here, I've been speaking with a guy called Paul Jeffries, who builds race engines, and I'm talking to him about building me he's talking about a 1293 with, obviously that'll be a Weber carb, a straight cut box, but we'd have a cam in it where it's really fairly low rev, because I want to go hill climbing with this car. And what I'll do is use fiberglass front on it. I'll cut the roof out, put a carbon fiber roof on it, carbon fiber doors, boot lid, whatever, or fiberglass, whatever I can use legally to do. But I'll just use the shell, because the problem with this car is this roof has been replaced, and unfortunately this piece here, as you can see, is the piece out of this car. It's a real shame that they've taken pieces off this car to go onto this one. I just don't understand why they did it, but there you go. But you can see that's it, that's the piece. And it's very difficult to get a roof like that correct again. I can redo this, and I can lead load it and get it back in. So I'm going to keep this as a 70s, but make it into a replica. And you can see also there where they took the side out of the car. This one was perfectly good, obviously, or they wouldn't have cut it out. And they just took the whole side out, and you can see there was nothing wrong with the arch, nothing wrong with the metal. Great shame, but there you go. So that's going to need a new quarter panel on it. The problem is with something like this is it's very difficult on a panel that's flat like this, although they are got a slightly rounded shape to them, to front to back. It's very difficult to get that panel in there. I'll actually take a look and see if it's possible to do, because I didn't particularly want to put arches on this. And maybe what we can do is I can weld it over a period of time so it doesn't distort this panel, because that's what will happen. And we'll put a brand new front on this completely and a brand new scuttle, and I'll make this into a replica, kind of Mark II look-alike. Well, not Mark II, but an earlier model. I'll put the Mark I lights in the back of it, which I really like. Put the mustache front on it, and keep that as a kind of basic classic Mini, you know, without any customizing on it. A basic 850 engine in it, and yeah, just have it standard, really. So yeah, we need to do a bit of moving around with some of this stuff. So, but I really want to get this red one finished up. This one is finished. There's just a few little odds and sods I have to do inside. Here on the back, we've got all the, you won't be able to see it now, I'll have to show it you in the light, but it's got all the carpet and all finished and everything in there now, so yeah. But there's just a few little things just to make it that little bit nicer, and then get it through its test. I just hope there won't be any bother. I think we've pretty much covered everything, but you never know. So that's it. Yeah, I'm gonna have a couple of days off now because I'm not feeling great. I still haven't recovered from this, whether it was food poisoning or what it was, I don't know. Possibly a virus, who knows. But it's kind of shook me up a bit. So as usual, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy your hobby, and I'll catch up with you in a few days when I'm feeling a bit like going back to work. Bye for now.